All right, as we move further along, I want to start talking about some of the resources available to you as part of the course. First off, for campus resources, there's no on-campus bookstore. All book and resource distribution is done through the college. So it's called the MyBooks program. You pay a fee per credit hour, and then all of your class resources are covered. By default, you are opted in. You can opt out before June 4th. So you can go to the college website, I think, and go to MyBooks. And there should be an option for opting out. If you're a dual credit student, an impact student, you would automatically get your resources through that program. So it won't be through MyBooks and you don't have to worry about opting out. But if you are just taking classes through the college, you are default in this. If you have any questions about kind of the finances of it, I can talk about those one-on-one with you. We do have a textbook for the class, OpenStax Chemistry. This is available for free online, not because you're through MyBooks, but just because it's a free book. This is a program that was underwritten by the federal government. Rice University is involved, where people are generating textbooks about a variety of subjects. It's a really high quality textbook available for free. There's a PDF or a web view. I encourage you to use it. I like it. I've been at Lee for a while, but even before that, I offered or suggested this for my students because I think it's a high quality book that is available for free. You can buy printed copies online if you want like a hardcover book. It's not part of MyBooks, so you'll have to pay for it yourself. And this is a PDF available for free online. So Amazon is full of not the full book, so just be mindful of what you're buying if you are going to buy a copy, and be mindful that you're shopping deeper into Amazon than just the sponsored links, which are overpriced and generally lower quality. It's like only a couple of chapters and it costs more than other versions of the whole book. We're only going to do through chapter 9. If you're coming around, if you have to do chemistry 2, we go all the way to chapter 21. So we do a lot of the book. As part of MyBooks, one of the resources you will get is goggles. You will need these for the lab. You need safety goggles. Safety goggles have a strap and wrap around the face. They don't just rest on your ear like safety glasses do. So we don't want to have safety glasses. We want goggles. The pickup for MyBooks is in Moeller Hall, room 115A, and you should be able to get those. It's actually right next to the science building, so you can go and pick up goggles. You also can get some gloves through them. Those are the hard supplies you'll get. The other supply that you get is access to the online homework system. So it costs about $40 for a single course. So everyone should be activated by default. It's a big should on there. So we'll see what happens once the semester actually starts and you're in there. You should be in there and activated by default. And if you have opted out, you will get Active will reach out to you at some point in time in the semester and ask for money. It's about $40 for a course. There is a trial period, so I encourage everyone to make an account as soon as possible. Try to get activated as soon as possible. But if they ask you for money, if you're prompted for money on like your first time signing in, let me know. Don't give them any money. It should not be until later on that some people who have opted out would be prompted for money. If you're prompted for an activation code the very first time you log in, please don't pay it. And please let me know. Otherwise, let's go look on Blackboard now, go back to Blackboard and see where some of these resources you can see or access. All right, so once we're back in Blackboard, the main resource we could get through here is the book. And you'll notice in the black navigation pane, we can get a link to the ebook. This is the website version of the book. So this is just going to the main page, but table of contents is dynamic. Say you're in chapter 3, you can go to the section on molarity and just look through that. There is hyperlinks, so it'll take you to the thing, the figures that are being referenced. Example 314. Take you up to example 314. So move around like a website is a really nice kind of resource. There is there's key terms for each chapter in the book, key equations, some exercises, practice exercises as well. That's really nice. I also have linked the PDF. You can download this PDF, which is a full, I think it's like 1,200 page PDF of the book. And so you can use this, download it, use it whenever. It's a really nice chemistry resource. It does take a while to load because it is so big. But yeah, I do like this book. See how long it goes. But I do like this book. I think you should download it just to have the PDF. It is PDF, so it's not a huge file, even though it is 1,200 pages. And so I don't expect you to necessarily, I view the book as like an auxiliary resource. It's not a primary resource. And so, you reuse using the book. I will have suggested readings, but these are all suggested. It's not necessarily mandatory. I do strongly encourage it though. So within the book, within the PDF, if chapter 2, this table of contents is hyperlinked. So if you click that, it'll take you to chapter or section 2.5, and you can go back to the table of contents. It takes you to section 3.4 where it starts. And so we've got that. You'll also note if you go into the weeks, so say we go into the week 1 folder and we go to lecture module 1, so this is actual like course material we'll get to. The textbook is also linked there. This links to the explicit section we're covering. And then there is suggested readings based on pages, and those pages are referencing the PDF. So, it said 12. It's not perfect, but let's get close. So it's section, where was it? Section 1, pages 11 to 12. So I gotta get there. You'll see there's page 4. These are all introductions, so it is a little skewed, but here you go. Chapter 11, page 11, right there in the corner, and then 12. So those are the associated pages that I would suggest reading. 13 to 18, you'll note like 19 through 21 isn't necessarily something relevant to what we're dealing with. I will say just because something is in the book doesn't mean we will cover it or that I expect you to know how to do it. Stuff that's in the videos, in the PowerPoints that I make, that's what I expect you to know. But the information in the textbook is just auxiliary. I try to present examples that are different from the textbook on purpose, so that way you can see a different way to view stuff, that it's available to you. If you have any questions about that, let me know. We'll keep on learning about some other aspects of the class.